Hello friends, welcome to Annamalayar IAS. This is Sriram and I hope you people are preparing well for your upcoming preliminary examination which might be expected in the month of August most probably, right? So I hope you people are preparing well. Please do revision as much as possible with respect to almost all the conventional subjects as well as current affairs. And you can expect around 75%, 70 to 75% of the questions from your conventional subjects and 25 to 30% of questions from your current affairs, because there are a lot of materials that are available in internet, as well as you would be able to get almost all the current affairs material in shortest form, including India Airbook, Yojana Kurukshetra, right? So and all the that is day to day current affairs, even in the form of YouTube daily updates, right? So please try to concentrate more and more on your conventionals, which would fetch you more marks. So let's get into the today's topic, right? So today's topic we would be covering Indian history, right? So our multiple choice questions would be from the topic that is Indus Valley civilization and other prehistoric cultures, right? So I hope you people enjoy this session. So let's directly start with this session. First question: which one of the following is correctly matched? Right, again this is your typical UPSC question which has been in almost all the year question paper. You can check it, right? So these sort of questions can always be expected. So let's get into the options. Surkotada, plugged field, Harappa, horse remains, Rangpur, rice husk, Chanudaro, citadel area, right? So the right answer is option C, that is correctly matched. Rangpur is known for rice husk, where you would get the evidence of rice husk, right? And whenever we talk about other evidences such as plugged field, you would be able to see it in Kalibangan, right? Horse remains is from the site of Surkotada, right? So as well as citadel area, you would be able to see it from that is Harappa, right? So that is what you people have to remember. Again, this can be your cut copy paste question for your upcoming preliminary examination. So let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following Harappan sites is not located in Gujarat? Again, this can be your typical question. Most of the question at present years, especially from 2016 onwards, you people can expect lot of one-liner question, especially from Indian history, right? So that is why I have tried to choose all these sort of questions which would be very useful for you people, right? So which one of the following sites is not located in Gujarat? So option A, Surkotada, option B, Rangpur, option C, Sutka Gendor, option D, Delaspur, right? So these are the given option, right? So the right answer is option C, that is not part of Gujarat, that is uh, Sutka Gendor, right? Sutka Gendor is present in modern day Afghanistan, which was part of Indus Valley civilization, which was westernmost part, right? So which was also part, but which is not located in Gujarat. So that is why the answer is option C, which is part of modern day Afghanistan, right? So let's move on to the next question, right? The late Harappan artifact, along with the late Harappan artifacts, painted graveware has been found at, right? So painted graveware has been found at which place? So that has been the question. The options are option A, Ropar, option B, Bhagwanpur, C, Banawali, D, Daulatpur, right? So this especially this late Harappan artifacts especially painted grey wares, are found at Bhagavanpur. So the right answer is option B, Bhagavanpur. So again, this can be your preliminary question, right? So let's move on to the next question. The granary discovered at Harappa was located at, right? Again, this is specific question with respect to particular aspect, right? So the options are option A, within the citadel, B, in the lower town, C, near the river Ravi, D, besides the western gate of the city, right? So the granary that was discovered at Harappa, which was which was outside the citadel area, which was very near to river Ravi, right? So which was not within the citadel area, right? So which was outside the citadel area and near the river Ravi. So the right answer is option C, right? So the total area with respect to this granary was around 2745 square miles. So that is one among the additional information I just wanted to share with you people. So let's move on to the next question. So again, this can be your typical UPSC question, which can be cut, copy, paste question. A scene reminiscent of well-known folk tale, The Clever Fox from Panchatantra, is depicted on pot from an Indus site. The pot was discovered from, right? So Clever Fox, you people have heard about this story, which is part of Panchatantra stories. So who was the author of this? That is Panchatantra story, which was written by Vishnu Sharma. So that is one among the things that has to be remembered, right? So this Clever Fox was drawn on the pot, right? So which belonged to option B, that is Lothal, right? The answer is Lothal, right? Again, this can be your cut, copy, paste question, right? So these sort of question are always difficult for a candidate to answer. So next one, let's move on to the next question. Again, this question also looks very simple, but again, this is your UPSC question, which has been asked in previous year UPSC papers, right? So the question is, the tree in railing symbols appear in, right? The tree in railing symbol appears in. The options are seals of Harappan culture, B, the pottery from Buddhist center, C, punch mark coins of Mauryan age, D, the copper plates of Guptas, right? The tree in rail symbol appears in especially option A, that is the seals of Harappan culture, right? So you would be able to see you would be able to see trees in line, right? So that is in the seals as well as in the coins of Harappa, right? Harappa or Indus Valley civilization. Again, this question can be misjudged with respect to answer C, that is the punchmark coins of Mauryan age, because you people most of you people know that that is one among the greatest ruler of India, that is Ashoka Samrat, who was always interested in planting trees roadside, right? So you might think in such manner. So that is why I am trying to explain you. So this trees in railing symbol appears in the seals of Harappan culture. So the right answer is option A. So let's move on to the next one. Which one of the following is the greatest burnt brick structure built in the entire range of Harappan culture, right? Greatest burnt brick structure. So the question is greatest burnt brick structure, right? The options are option A, Great Bath, B, Granary, C, Assembly Hall, D, Lothal Dockyard, right? So the right answer with respect to this is the greatest burnt brick structure is granary, right? Again, this is very direct question. Again, this can be a typical UPSC question. Let's move on to the next question, right? So this question is related to the Harappan time, especially focusing on Lord Shiva, right? So consider the following statements regarding the identification with Shiva of a figure represented on Harappan seals, right? Identification with Shiva of a figure related on, that is a figure represented on Harappan seals. The options are: 1. It is shown in the form of linga. No, it is not at all so. If you can go through your NCERT books, that would be helpful for you people to eliminate option 1, that is it is not in the form of linga. So 1 is eliminated. Second point, it is shown seated in yogic posture, right? So a person who was seated in yogic posture, this point is very much valid. Point 2 is very much valid. Point 3, it is surrounded by animals, right? So that image, that image has been surrounded by animals. So point 3 is also right. So point 4, it is shown with a female figure identifiable with Parvati. So this is not so, right? So whenever we talk about this, that is especially with respect to this Shiva was found in Harappan seals, right? Harappan seals, where you would be able to see this person in such a form where a person was in seated position, and he was having 3 heads and 2 horns, right? And seated in yogic posture. So this is one among the things that has to be remembered: 3 heads, 2 horns, and seated in yogic posture. And another most important thing is, so with respect to point 3, that is it was surrounded by animals. Yes, elephant and tiger was present on the right hand side of Lord Shiva, right? So that particular statue or image. And on the left hand side, rhinos and buffalo was present on the left hand side. And in front of him, that particular image, you would be able to see 2 deers below his feet, right? 2 deers below his feet. So the right answer is option 2 and 3 only, right? So option B is the right answer with respect to this question. So let's move on to the next one. Incontestable evidence is found to prove the existence of maritime trade of Indus people with Western Asia. Which one of the following was not an item of export, right? So there was always been a very good trade relationship with Indus Valley civilization with respect to West Asia, right? So you would be able to see lot of coins, uh, especially from the areas of present day Greek, right? So that is present day Greek. That is one among the thing, and you would be able to see um, the trade relationship which was flourishing with Mesopotamia at that particular period of time. Then with respect to exports, that is concerned with respect to this particular question, peacock was exported, right? So ivory was also exported and pearls were exported. So not an item of export was option B, right? So that is horse. Horse was not exported from Indus Valley to West Asia, Western Asia, because there is no solid evidence up to now, right? So the Harappan people knew horses, right? So that has been under debate. So that is why horse was not part of Indus Valley export to Western Asia, right? So again, once again, Western Asia is famous for horses, right? So in medieval time, people used to export from there, export horses from there. That is one among the thing. You can go to answer this question in vice versa manner. So that is one among the thing, right? So these are the aspect with respect to this particular session, where I have tried to cover almost very important questions from this particular topic, that is Indus Valley civilization and other prehistoric cultures, right? So I hope you people enjoyed this session. Please do subscribe my channel, which would help me to make more such videos, which would help you people in clearing your examination, preliminary examination, right? So, and even for your any of the queries, please contact us in anomalyrias@gmail.com, right? You can also call me for any doubts. And for our test batches, please contact us in the given number. Okay, we are starting test batch for UPSC aspirants, right? Please contact us on this number. Thank you. Wish you all success.